Hey guys, John Stevens here again at Working Man Success. And I come on here every day, talk about ideas, concepts, practical plans, lessons that I've learned through life that may help you move forward in life and create a career that you can be proud of, build a great life for you and your family. And guys, today I want to talk about a situation that most men find themselves in multiple times throughout their life, and it's the situation where you just start feeling stale. Your life is, you're doing the same thing over and over and over every day, and it's becoming stale. And there's a saying that it says, if you're lost, well, just go somewhere else. And that's the subject of today's topic. I'm just going to talk on that one topic. It'll be a very short video, but when life starts feeling stale, starts feeling, like it's just boring, you're not going anywhere, your career is just kind of stuck, your relationship with your wife stuck, you don't really enjoy your hobbies like you used to. I want to encourage you to try something different. And when I talk about trying something different, I don't actually mean if you're in a career and it's you've put a lot of time in that career, you've worked your way up to a certain point, and you've got in a situation where you're just there and you're moving along, you're doing what you got to do, but progressing is not. Your career is just not progressing, and it's starting to become bored and stale, and you're kind of feeling lost in your career. Uh, the saying says, if you're lost, go somewhere else. And that may mean several different things. And it may mean a change in career. But most of the time, it could be as simple as a conversation with your boss or your management that, hey, like I've been doing this for a long time, and I've been in this situation, and I really don't feel like I'm making forward progress, and what can I do to move myself up to the next level, and it may be a situation where you just change positions. It may be a horizontal movement instead of a vertical movement. If you're becoming really bored with what you're doing, and you're not learning, you're not progressing, you need to make a change somehow, because that plays a heavy role on your mindset, or a heavy toll on your mindset. It drags you down. So a simple conversation with your boss may help that, and if it doesn't, if the situation just continues and continues, you don't want to go through your whole life in that mindset. So you may have to make a big career change, but most of the time, a simple conversation with just how can I make a change within my own career, what I'm doing right now, that will just break up the mundane and maybe give me a chance to progress, move up the ladder. Just have the conversation and see where that goes. In your relationship, it may be a situation where, like you got a relationship with your wife, but it's not progressing. It's kind of a, you feel like it's topped out, and it's kind of got boring. That may be as simple as starting a routine of a 30-minute walk with your wife and a conversation, and just getting to know each other again. And so think about that. Jocko, if y'all know who Jocko is, he's kind of a motivational, inspirational guy that he was a Navy SEAL. He's wrote a lot of books on leadership, and he tells the story about if he was lost in the woods. Like what would you do if you're just lost? And he brings it to an analogy of where he's in the woods. And if I find myself lost in the woods, the worst thing you can do is just stay where you're at. start moving in a direction. And as you move in the direction, you'll pick up clues, you'll pick up information, and you'll make adjustments until you find your path again. And staying where you are is not going to get you, it's not going to get you anywhere. So you got to make changes. And us as men, we probably had hobbies early in life that we enjoyed. We enjoyed these hobbies that we did, and it could be anything as ball, playing some kind of sports, fishing, golf, anything like that. And we just do not find ourselves enjoying them things anymore. Sometimes just adding a competitive nature into your hobby can adjust your attitude on your whole life. So if you're, you just are a leisurely golf player and you're not getting enjoyment out of that anymore, get into some kind of tournament, get into a competition. Adding a competitive nature to your hobbies will increase your happiness. It will give you motivation. It will give you a something to shoot for. So guys, like I said, this is going to be a very short video, but sometimes when we get stale in life and we start feeling like we're just lost, you gotta go somewhere else. If you're lost, do something different, add something to your routine, have conversations with your wife or your boss. If you have had a relationship with God and you feel like that is stale, start pursuing Him again. He did not leave you. You probably quit pursuing Him. So get back in the Word. Build a daily routine of trying to pursue Him, and I promise you, He will show back up. He is there. You have quit focusing on Him. He is still there. So, guys, that's just a real short one today. I wanted to get that across. Sometimes, if we're in a situation where we're not feeling like we're making progress in our life, you don't want to spend too many days in that mindset, because it will start dragging the rest of your life down. So if you're lost, do something different. Add something to your routine. Get in some kind of competition. Make a change at work. Change positions. Talk to your boss. Tell them what direction you want to move in. Guys, if you thought this was valuable, share it with somebody. Tell me if you agree or disagree in the comments, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Thanks for listening.